Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I have some really exciting news to tell you. So recently I had the amazing opportunity to take an online course with Ryan Tedder. Ryan Tedder is the main singer and songwriter behind the band OneRepublic. If you haven't really heard of that band or recognized the name, I'm sure you've heard some of their music. They wrote the popular songs Apologize, Run, Counting Stars, and Love Runs Out, so I'm sure you've heard some of their work. Now, through this course that Ryan Tedder is offering, I'll be learning how to create my own songs from scratch. That includes making my own chords, my own lyrics, and my own bass lines to create a fully produced song ready to publish to YouTube Music, to basically any platform available. Okay, so how am I going to do this? It's going to take 30 days and a lot of hard work, but I think it's going to be worth it. And so today I'm going to dive deeper into this course and why you should consider taking it. The course itself is made available on a website called monthly.com. And this is basically a platform where a lot of different artists of many different types of genres come together to create courses for the public to enjoy. Now, these courses can be anything from art courses, singing courses, dancing courses, pretty much anything you can think of. And there's even opportunities with engineering courses. If you know who the famous YouTuber Mark Rober is, he does offer a course on monthly.com, so you can check that out as well. A quick side note here, if you use the link in the description, you will actually get $20 off of the course, so you can enter $20 off, and you will be in the course at the same time I will be, so that's kind of cool, I guess. And also, you have 9 days to click on that link, because this course that I'm taking starts October 18th. So that's 9 days from now, so make sure you just kind of check out that link and I'll see you there. So when you first enroll in this class, you'll be prompted to create your monthly account, and then you'll need to complete a checklist before entering the class. Don't worry, it's not a lot of stuff actually. It's literally just watching a few videos, a few basics that you might need to know before starting your class, and you'll have to make sure you have the right materials. Okay, so you don't actually need a lot of materials for this class. All you need really is what's called a DAW, which is basically any sort of software, like music software, that you can use to create your song. Now that can be GarageBand, that can be LMMS, which is what I'm using, which is a little more complex, but I'm figuring it out. You can use Audacity, however, that's typically just for recording like your singing or your instruments, so that's not technically a DAW, but it could work. And there's actually countless other options, so anything like Apple GarageBand or LMS or Cakewalk Studios, those all work. So those are DAWs, which you use for actual song production. So for that reason, you don't actually need to know how to play an instrument, which I thought was interesting, because when you're writing your song, almost all of it is electronically. So yes, you can incorporate real instruments into your songs, but you really don't need to. All you need is basically to be able to sing pretty decently, and he'll teach you everything you need to know about writing lyrics or actual song production, so you don't need to worry about that. So all you need is a DAW. Most of them are free, so you can just download one of those on your computer. Obviously, you'll need a computer. And another option that you don't need for the class but would be helpful is a MIDI keyboard. So that's basically, I have one back here. It's a keyboard that you can use, you can plug into your computer, and then when you play the keys on the keyboard, it kind of records it into the computer, and you can make some edits with that. So that's really helpful, because it's pretty annoying to click out piano notes on your keyboard, but I mean your laptop keyboard, as opposed to the MIDI version. So that's completely optional, though. You don't need a whole new keyboard just to take this class. And also you can use a microphone. Now they have on the class website itself, they have all the recommendations for different microphones, different speakers, playback options, whatever. That's all things you can use, but not, like, all of them are optional. You don't need any of them except for like the DAW that you need to actually create your song. So there's those options out there. Some of them are pretty expensive, so I'm just opting for the MIDI keyboard, DAW, and a cheap pair of headphones. So that's really all you need for this class. Okay, so the other items on this checklist include watching, obviously, those few introductory videos, really nothing very long. And after that, it's pretty much just kind of looking around the site a little bit. I'll also note that there is a community section. It's like a tab on the side of the monthly page of the class. And this is where you get the opportunity to be assigned to a group of other songwriters that are taking the class with you, and they will offer you feedback throughout the course. So I've noticed you'll be doing things like submitting some of your, like a piece of chords that you're going to use for your song, and they can offer you specific feedback, and you can hear a lot from them, and they will actually send their work into the feedback kind of community page, and you can check that out as well. So I thought that was pretty cool because you actually get some live feedback from people all over the world. So there are actually people in different countries and things taking this course with you, so I thought that was pretty interesting. So you'll have to complete all of the items on the list, like the videos and gathering materials, by October 18th, which is when the class actually starts. Like I said, 9 days. Okay, so the course is set up in 3 different main sections over 30 days. So the first section of the course is an introduction to music writing in general. So that's finding a vibe, which is basically like the chords that work with your song, finding like a kind of flow that you're going to write about, lyrics. Everything is covered in the first section that has to do with those sort of things. And then Ryan is going to go over some of the basic kind of skills you need for music production on your DAW. So that's kind of like the basic introduction of what you need to actually start writing your music. You'll complete this section and have, by the end of the section, you'll have a fully completed, ready to publish song. Now, I haven't taken the course yet, obviously, so I'm not sure what genre the song's going to be, but you'll have a fully completed, ready to go song by the end of section 1. And then the second section is going to be a more in-depth look of genres and writing and the DAW editing process. And you'll be exploring the genre of pop in this section. So you're going to write a pop song with Ryan Tedder and your community. And by the end of this section, you'll have your pop song ready to publish. So by now you've got 2 perfectly produced songs. Obviously, they're not going to be completely perfect, but they're ready to publish. So after the second section and you have your 2 songs, the third section focuses on producing music with another artist. So you can pick another artist or a friend, like I'm just choosing a friend, and you'll be able to write a song with that artist. And Ryan will kind of cover the different skills you need to be able to do this specifically. So yeah, that's kind of an in-depth look at actually producing with other artists, which is going to be an important skill to be able to do if you end up pursuing music as an actual career. So by the end of section 3, you'll have 3 fully completed, ready to publish, completely done, and ready to show all your friends and family different songs that you created over these 30 days. So a quick note here, if you miss a day or you haven't quite met the deadline to submit a certain part of your song you're working on to the community, there's always a chance to catch up. However, they do recommend actually keeping up with it so you don't have to do that halfway through the course and try to just make sure everything's done. So the commitment for this course is about an hour per day. So the videos are 45 minutes to an hour long, and then you may have to work on your song a little bit. So I'd say maybe an hour and 20 minutes of total commitment. So that would be watching your video, working on your actual song, and maybe submitting something if you need to. So you'll be doing that every day for 30 days. So like I said, it is a lot of work, but I think it's worth it because I've been really looking into trying to improve my songwriting skills. And I feel like this is a good way to do it, just a good way to get myself started. So you'll be watching videos every day, completing some work. Okay, so here's where I start talking about the cost, because I've already talked about everything else about this course, and I'm so excited. The cost was one that I wasn't too thrilled about. It's $279 to take this course for 30 days. However, I will point out, Ryan Tedder is a very accomplished artist and songwriter, and this is kind of like a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be able to do this course and really improve your skills. I will remind you that you can get $20 off if you use the link. Anyways, I just think you should really look into it because $279 in the long run, if this can create an opportunity for you to really pursue music as a career and give you the skills to do the music production and editing and be able to really just get comfortable in the field of music, then really like the cost isn't that much for 30 days. So anyways, I just encourage you to look into that, and if you're into songwriting and song production, then this course is for you. See you next time.